Selling your house is a decision that can unlock a whole new chapter in your life. Maybe you're dreaming about a bigger space for your growing family, or perhaps a more manageable home for the kids, or you're looking to downsize. Now, whatever your reason may be, there's a lot to consider before putting that for sale sign up in your front lawn. Questions you might have is the market right for selling, or can you afford to move, or is this really a good decision? So you may have these similar questions. So today's video, we're going to discuss the potential benefits and the drawbacks with selling your house. This will help you decide whether to sell your house or to hold on to it. And by the end of this video, you're going to have a good, clear picture of what you should do in your next move. Hi, I'm Jerry Pinkas, your real estate expert with over 20 years of experience, and my team has helped over 2,000 people successfully move. And we've seen just about everything, and we really want you to avoid those pitfalls that are costly. So give me a thumbs up if you're good with that. Now, you don't want to make a decision out of fear or out of doubt, because as we discussed in this main topic, it's important for you to make the right decision, not out of fear or doubts or uncertainty about that housing market future. Now, many people have doubts about the housing market currently, and they're saying it's going to crash again like it did in 2008. But that's unlikely to happen again really anytime soon. So don't feel pressured to sell your house because of some news that you may have heard. There's several factors that we want to talk about throughout this video, so stick to it all the way to the end. Now first, we want to cover the reasons why you should consider holding your house and not listing it for sale. Number one is long-term investment potential. Now, homeownership comes with some really good long-term investment potential. Unlike rentals, homeowners build equity in their property over time. And as property values increase, the market value increases with your home as well. Now, this is a significant advantage that you just don't get from renting property from somebody else. Although there can be fluctuations in the market, long-term investing trends suggest that owning a home over time is a good, solid investment strategy for building wealth. And selling your house right now might mean missing out on potential future gains as the market increases in your property. Now, additionally, owning a home gives you stability and comfort around your environment because you have control over your living space and you can personalize it as to your tastes. Now, familiarity with your surroundings and an established roots in a community is also a valuable asset, especially when you have a family with children who are settled into a particular school district or their social sphere. Number two, rising interest rates. Now look, interest rates are at a significant factor considering where they've been, and deciding whether to sell your house could be a potential issue because the interest rate on your mortgage will significantly impact your monthly payment. So if you're buying a new house with a higher interest rate, this could cause your monthly payment to increase compared to your current one. Now, for example, let's say that your current house is fully paid off, or your current house is on a fixed mortgage of 3%. Some people even have less than that. But when you find out that you found this new house and you go to get a mortgage on it and interest rates have climbed up 6% or more, that'll make a big difference because that difference in the interest rate means the larger chunk of your income is going to be going towards that monthly payment if you buy that new house. So this can significantly impact your budget, and especially over the long term. And number three, selling costs. Selling costs are another big factor that you should consider before you decide to list your house on the market. Now, this includes any repair costs because you got to get it in the right condition, any moving costs, and including your realtor fees. Now, minor repairs and updates can maximize your return or your investment when you're selling that house in this market. The idea is to make your property more appealing to more potential buyers, so that way you're going to potentially fetch a higher selling price when you do sell. And a good realtor or an expert in your area is going to help you with a smooth and quicker selling process of that property. But for moving costs, the cost of packing, hiring movers, and transporting your belongings to your new location can range from a couple $100 to several $1,000s depending on the distance you're moving and the amount of stuff that you have to move. And even if you're doing it yourself, you're still going to have a rental of a vehicle, and you're also going to put gas in it and all the insurance and all the other things. So you want to consider everything. These are actual costs, and these selling costs can take a significant chunk of money into the factor of calculating, do you profit when you sell in this house, or are you going to go in the hole? Number four, market timing. Now, the fourth reason you should reconsider whether to sell your house or not is market timing. Now, the housing market can be unpredictable, making it difficult to pinpoint an absolute best time to sell your house. Ideally, you want to sell your house when buyer demand is high and selling prices are at their peak. But if you're unsure about selling, you want to explore all your other options. Consider alternatives such as renting out your current house or making modifications to your current house to better suit your changing needs. And this way you can generate passive income while waiting for the right time to list your house for sale. Now look, if none of those 4 reasons apply to you, here's 5 reasons why it might be a good time to sell your house in this current market. Number 1, downsizing. Now you may want to sell your larger house if your family has grown smaller. Now perhaps your children have grown up and they've moved out of the house and they're leaving you with more house than you actually really need. But maintaining a large property can be a headache, especially as you age. And downsizing to a smaller, more manageable space can free up more time and resources that were previously dedicated to maintaining that house. And there can be other reasons, like you've switched your job. In both cases, downsizing might offer a significant financial benefit to you. A smaller property, it typically means you're going to have lower property taxes, lower utility bills, and also maintenance costs can be lower. Selling the larger house and purchasing a smaller one can also free up the equity that you've had in that property, and you can invest it to pay off debt or even supplement your retirement income. Downsizing contributes to a more simplified and potentially a more enjoyable lifestyle if you have a smaller family. Number 2, moving up. Now the case could be completely the opposite. Now you want to move to a bigger house as your family may be growing, and perhaps your family is expanding and your current house no longer offers the space that you need for everyone to live comfortably. A larger house with additional bedrooms and bathrooms or living areas, it can really provide a more functional living environment for a growing household. And this can be a key motivator to sell your house and move to a larger property if it fits your changing lifestyle. Number 3, HOA mess. Now look, for many homeowners, the limitations and regulations imposed by homeowners associations can cause frustration. Many homeowners, HOAs here in America, are now pretty strict, and their rules with their landscaping, exterior modifications, or even pet ownership can be nerve-wracking. And homeowners may have to pay fines if they don't obey HOA rules properly. Now some HOAs are horrible, and other ones, they're just great. But finding a homeowners association that's perfect for you is the important thing. So if your current homeowners association is above your tolerance level, then you may want to consider selling your house right now. Same applies if neighbors are driving you nuts and you've got a bad neighbor. But moving to a different neighborhood with a more relaxed HOA or a different neighbor or no HOA at all, it can be a better option in your case. And number 4, retirement planning. Now this is big, guys, because it might be the time to sell your house if you're planning on retirement in the near future. Here's why. As you approach retirement, your priorities and your lifestyle needs completely shift. Downsizing from that larger house to a smaller house, a house that's all in one level, a more manageable property, can be a wise move if it aligns with your retirement goals. And downsizing offers significant financial advantages that also can contribute to your secure and comfortable retirement. Like we discussed, you may keep your overhead a little bit lower because property taxes and utility bills and maintenance costs are generally lower for smaller homes. And this frees up more of your retirement income for entertainment and other expenses. But it's important you find a new property that meets all of your current and your future needs. So don't think about it just now. Think about what you're going to need in 5 years or 10 years from now, because you want to consider accessibility features that you could be looking towards in your future. Again, that single floor layout in a house could be easier to navigate if you get older. And number 5, investment opportunities. And in some cases, selling your house may free up the capital you need to invest in other opportunities and may better align with your current financial goals. Selling your house and taking those proceeds to pay off your debt or invest in your future goals or a business can provide financial freedom and flexibility. And this is particularly advantageous if your retirement is approaching. So if you're planning on selling your house, just make sure you go through the checklist before listing it for sale on the market, and I've attached it here to this video. I've also made a dedicated video on this topic on how to get your house prepared for sale within 4 weeks, because there's a certain amount of repairs or updates that you need to be doing before you get that on the market to ensure you have maximum return on the money that you've invested. And this includes painting or minor repairs and everything beyond. So make sure you've hired a real estate expert that's going to help you through this entire selling process, because an expert realtor is going to help you through this selling process, giving you tips. They're going to know your area, and they're even going to be able to negotiate with a buyer better on your behalf. They're also going to market it in more places. You want to go by land, by air, by sea. You don't want to just stick it in the MLS. You want to bring in a massive amount of people to your property. This way you can get more money. I'm Jerry with Jerry Pinkas Real Estate Experts. My real estate team is here to help you find your hidden gem and to avoid those pitfalls that are costly. So give us a call at 843-839-9870. And if you found this video helpful, make sure you share it with somebody who could use it. And until next time, stay happy, stay educated, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care, guys.